The unmoved mind differs from the non-conceptual mind. Master, can you explain to me how to have a peaceful and unmoving mind? Now I will preach. I'm a thinking person, not a person who doesn't have the awareness to think. Some people think what's right, some people think what's wrong. So our mind moves in the right or the mind moves in the wrong. The mind is quiet in the right or quiet in the wrong. Now you are sitting here, but you don't dare to let your consciousness start thinking. Something is that you are quiet in the wrong way. That is, you are suppressing your consciousness, but now your mind is naturally quiet. Then this is correct. But now I limit it to a method, like reciting Buddha's name, for the mind. Don't let thoughts arise, one mind undisturbed, or keep your mind from allowing thoughts to arise. It will lead you astray. It belongs to pagan meditation. This is not the correct path of Buddhism. Buddhism teaches us to stay away from desire, stay away from evil things with consciousness. Buddha teaches, mind precedes all mental states. Mind is their chief, they are all mind-wrought. So you use your consciousness to stop yourself from destroying evil, because the evil it brings causes suffering to yourself and others. That means you eliminate the act of tormenting sentient beings. Do not allow yourself to do that action. For example, now I want to kill the fish or that girl or something that makes you so angry. You curse to vent your anger. When you think like that, you should stop right away and not do it. When it comes to evil things, because you have a past life, cause and effect, karma, with that person that makes people say harsh words. Why do you want to scold that person now? We should not create more injustice to pay for the cause and effect we have caused. Give them all away. If you have that mindset, you won't do evil things. From then on, those who hate you will love you. Let's start thinking, in this evil cause and effect, you should not hate the people who torment you, but you should love them. If you have the conditions, you have something, you give it to them, that is erasing the evil cause and effect of previous lives. Our love will bring good benefits in the future. So living in Buddhism, we bring love to everyone, not hating anyone, even if that person is harmful to us. We don't get angry anymore, we only see cause and effect. People hate us, people harm us because of the cause and effect of our previous lives. Who knows, maybe we harmed others, now they do it to us, happily. Forgiveness will change your karma. You see, the path of Buddhism is to practice like that. When you don't feel bothered or angry at anyone, you see the peace of your mind. Sit and contemplate at that moment. Your mind won't think about that person like this or that. You no longer think about worrying about your children, what they do or what they do. If your mind is thinking about what to eat for dinner, or it's almost your child's tuition month, then stop. Now is not the time to think about that. That's it. So if you don't think you will be in a peaceful mind, do you understand? A peaceful mind is no longer busy or worried about anything. So for example, when it's time for your children to go to school, you take pocket money for them. Don't think in advance. When it's time for them to come and ask you to say goodbye to school, you'll give them some pocket money. Then you told him something, and at the same time you told him, my son, when you go to school, don't go out far, you hear, when school is over, just come home and have dinner with me. You told him like that. Now, if your son goes out with friends and are late for meals, you shouldn't hit him. Just advise him, do you see? When you go out like that, I'll take care of you at home. There's only the two of us at home, without me waiting for you, then who else? Remember, don't do that again in the future, okay? Just saying that, if haven't heard it once, haven't heard it twice, haven't heard it 3 times, that means it has a cause and effect for me. But if you persevere and change evil things, with loving words and gentle words, your child will listen and love your mother very much. As for your children, if you make a mistake and hit or scold them, even though they are afraid, they will not. When he sees love, he thinks his mother doesn't love him, but he doesn't know that love is expressed through teaching. If a scoundrel hits him like that, that's not virtuous, because by hitting him, he will feel pain and to satisfy your desires. If you are angry, your loved ones and your children will suffer, so you must learn about cause and effect and the ethics of love. From learning about cause and effect and the ethics of love, then we begin to take another step forward. We will release our mind, every thought, and let go of every thought. our mind will be motionless. We will enter into the true immobility of the mind. First, the mind is peaceful, blissful, and untroubled. We will see the mind as peaceful. Then there is blissful, a feeling of quietness, peace in the mind. Mind, there is no anger or pain in the body and mind. If you are still thinking about this or that, how can your mind be peaceful and untroubled? Therefore, when your mind is peaceful, blissful, and untroubled, no longer thinking about anything disturbing, when we look back at our mind, it is truly motionless. So this state of motionlessness is prolonged for 7 days and nights. You will be successful on the path to enlightenment. This motionless mind still has thoughts, but it is passive. That is that even though you have thoughts, you are not tormented by these thoughts, suffering. For example, if you have something that makes me think about it, but your mind is still at peace, it is not because of that thing makes you anger and frustration, it is truly motionless. If there is still a state of anger and sorrow, thinking, then it is not motionless. Even now we are still thinking, but this thinking brings us peace. For example, today, teach my son to be obedient and come home on time. You think like that and feel peaceful and happy, even though your mind is moving, it doesn't harm you. This is the right moving mind, but the stillness, if there is an effort to restrain consciousness, then this silence is wrong. It is destroying one's own consciousness. Pagans will teach us to stop consciousness, causing no more thoughts to arise, that is, no thoughts of goodness or badness. Evil, for us, we don't let all the evil thoughts operate, we only have good thoughts, thoughts that make us feel peaceful and serene, so our mind still thinks, and doesn't lose it. When we stop all good thoughts like those of pagans will enter dream minds, thinking they are cultivating and attaining enlightenment. When their consciousness is inactive, the realm of imagination manifests. They possess the ability to accomplish tasks at will, referred to as supernatural powers, similar to Tibetan lamas who can summon a rainbow at their desire. These individuals may believe they have attained enlightenment, yet the mere appearance of a rainbow holds no real benefit for them. It is merely a spectacle that garners admiration. This is a misconception in Buddhism. The Buddha emphasized that practitioners with supernatural powers should refrain from showcasing them. They should focus on mastering the control over birth, aging, sickness, and death for their own benefit.